Hey guys, what is up? Zero here. Welcome back. Doki Doki Forward Momentum. So, in the last episode, we kind of figured out where this story is kind of going. Like, the literature club is kind of it starts. It's like a retelling of DDLC in a way. Like, Sayori asks MC to join the club. MC is like, I don't wanna, but then he ends up doing it anyway because it's part of his nature. He has to join the club. He can't not join the club. He'll join it somehow. It happens all the time. But yeah. And now we're starting the literature club now. We haven't met Natsuki or Yuri yet, so it's just the three of us. This is the club now. We don't need Natsuki and Yuri. It's fine. Sayori, Monica, MC, that's the club. We don't need anyone else. This is our three club. I mean, it'd be less drama if we think about it. Everything will work out a lot better if we just had us three. Also, the donation, $3.93 USD equals $5 CAD. Oh, you're giving me $5 in CAD. That's why it's $3.93. I was wondering why that donation number was so weird. Thank you again for the donation, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, let us get started. Oh, wait, Bug said, I thought about excluding someone, but oh, wow. So he was actually planning on excluding someone in the mod. I thought it'd be funnier with all four. Alright, yeah, it's fair. Plus, some people would be upset, I feel like, if you excluded someone. Another normal school day. Monica approaches me and Sayori in my class. I'm announcing her success and finding a usable room. It's been around a week since I helped Monica out with paperwork, and since then, she's been asking around to find a room that's available every day after school.
That's great! That means the three of us can start hanging out like a real club!
Sayori's enthusiasm fills the room as she displays an elated smile.
I'm actually about to head down to the room and check it out. I was wondering if you two had the time to join me.
Sayori nods energetically, murmuring, uh-huh, over and over. Monica's stare turns towards me. Sure. Not like I have plans.
Okay, follow me.
As we make our ways to the stairs, I locate a trash can and discard the soda can I'd been drinking from. Monica leads us out of the classroom and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally reserved for third-year classes and activities. That motherfucker actually put it in. The line's coming up. Yes, let's go. Swear to God. Bug kept talking about how that was in every mod, and he's like, yeah, every mod has to have that line. They have to specify that the club room is in a section of the school that he rarely visits and being generally reserved for the third-year classes and activities. My God. You can't not have a mod without it. If it's not in your mod, what even is if you're gonna explain the club room where it is in your mod, you gotta have it. If you're explaining where the club room is, that is. Once up the stairs, it's only a few steps before Monica comes to a stop in front of one of the rooms.
Here we are, our club room.
Swinging open the door, we are greeted to a generic-looking classroom with desks perfectly aligned in rows and shelves in the back. Looking around, I can tell this room isn't used, or at least as regularly as most of the other classes. Although, something feels off. Looks nice.
It's great! It's all clean and tidy! Well, that's probably because it's never used enough to get dirty. This room is apparently reserved for supplementary lessons. I'm just so excited about our new room I can't even speak.
That explains the anguish in the air. Walking over to the blackboard, Monica seems to take a moment to look around the room, fully taking in her surroundings. She takes a deep breath and stretches. Monica smiles to herself with a bewildered expression, almost like she doesn't believe her own eyes. Sayori motions me over silently, and I walk to her side, slightly confused.
Hey, doesn't Monica look really happy right now?
Yeah, I guess so. Though she seems a bit too happy for a room of all things.
Looks like your efforts paid off, huh?
Quiet. Put a stop to Sayori's teasing by lightly smacking her in the head.
Owie! Alright, you two, let's get out of here. What? But I thought we were gonna have a club meeting. there's one more thing we need to discuss before we can actually begin.
Me and Sayori exchange confused glances. The three of us step back out into the hallway, with Monica producing a pair of keys from her blazer and locking the door.
Alright, so we should spend the rest of the week trying to get other members. While we have all the paperwork done, our school's restrictions require that there be at least 4 members in a club before we're given any official recognition. So until then, we aren't officially allowed to use the room.
Oh, those rules are different. He says you need about, what, 4 members? That's different rules than the actual base game, because the base game they needed 5. That's why they had MC around. So we don't need one of the members. Ah, I see. Just don't invite Natsuki. Easy. Problem solved. I was joking, guys. No.
So until then, we aren't officially allowed to use the room. I'd really appreciate it if you two could go out there and spread the good word. Even if we only need 1 more member, it can't hurt to find more. Ooh, alright, I'll try my best.
Sayori's spirit is fired up, and I can sense the determination oozing off of her. Gross. I, on the other hand, give a somewhat flimsy... Yeah, I'll keep it in mind. I feel like I could be much help here, but I should at least pretend like I'll try.
We'll check on each other's progress Tuesday. Sound good?
Sarah and I nod in confirmation, and part ways with Monica after she and Sayori exchange numbers. I'd have a feeling like our MC's like, I'm not gonna try to get someone to join the club, and he's gonna like bump into Yuri or Natsuki by accident and then end up like somehow recruiting them into the club in his own little way. Either that, or he legitimately won't recruit anybody and Sayori just gets both of them. If we abuse Natsuki, we won't have to hear about Natsuki getting abused by her dad. I never said to abuse her. I said to just not let her into the club. What the hell are you guys trying to do? Whoa. Also, I forgot to mention this donation. Thank you for the $2. Thank you for $2, fans at Canada. Doki Doki backward momentum when. That's the prequel. While we walk down the stairs, Sayori turns to me.
Hey, do you think you could let me handle getting new members?
Wow! What are you trying to say, Sayori? I see how it is. Sure. But why, though?
Well, I feel like I should do something, considering you and Monica did most of the preparation work on your own.
Oh, okay. I guess she... I thought it was like, because she was like,
Because I can't trust you to do it. You're a NEET. Besides, I've already got someone in mind.
seeing Sayori feeling genuinely guilty for being lazy is an odd sight. I decided this must be an anomaly. They must have grown wings as well.
What?
Nothing. Don't worry. I didn't plan on actually doing much anyways.
Oh, because you don't have any friends to invite?
Want me to smack you again?
Sorry.
I'm starting to think your apologies are as hollow as your brain.
What? Hey!
Sarah quickly realizes her pride has been insulted and throws a half-serious glare towards me. I refuse to humor her and keep my eyes keenly forward, reaching a vending machine near the lockers. If you stop pouting, I'll buy you something too.
You can't buy my friendship with drink.
I have apple juice.
Have I mentioned how great of friends we are lately?
I smirk a little at Sayori's playful antics, inserting 2 bills into the machine and clicking 2 buttons. The drinks soon pop out, and I reach over to hand Sayori her juice.
You're drinking another soda?
Yeah?
I've already had like 2 today, though.
Your point being?
They're bad for you. Don't you try and limit yourself?
You're one to talk. You eat like you're eating for 2. To further my point, I poke Sayori's stomach lightly with the bottom of her juice bottle before handing it to her. As the 2 of us stand there and sip our drinks, I make out some voices coming from the lockers. This floor was always the emptiest part of the school, but especially so after school. Unlike the upper ones, there are no club rooms or activities here, housing nothing but a library, a faculty office, and some classrooms. However, today appears to be an exception to this rule, as I notice a small group of people huddled near the entrance with their phones. I only managed to hear a word or two before they're too far away, but I think I made out the words guy and secret. Probably shit-talking some girl. Tough break for her. I managed to make out a seemingly unrelated conversation, though.
I'm telling you, it's true! No one's seen him since he got stabbed. He's like gone all hermit on us.
I think I'd hide away too if some underclassmen shanked me.
How the hell do people here get involved in stuff like this?
Dismissing it from my mind, I throw away my can and continue to walk home with my now placated companion. Along the way home, her mindlessly cheery demeanor slowly returns. Before long, she was skipping happily once again. The walk reaches its end, and I wave goodbye to Sayori as I hop inside my house. I really feel like this school, like, takes place in, like... This is more of, like, a US school, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if Japan allows people getting shanked. But again, as I've always mentioned with mods, as long as you keep it consistent, I'm fine. You want to make your mod go off how the US works with schools and stuff, as long as it's consistent. If it's gonna be US and stuff, I better not hear anything about yen. Or it's like, or also the other way around. If it's supposed to be a Japanese school, I better not hear, I got $5. Like, that doesn't work. I write down a lot of the conversations I hear. It's another true story. Okay, so you heard about someone getting shanked at your school, Bug? What the fuck? Actually, yeah, people are allowed at school. I deliberately avoid mentioning a currency. See? Smart. That's smart. It's smart to avoid it. Sometimes you don't even... Because a lot of the time, I feel like you don't even really have to mention things like that. You can get away with just saying, like, I pay the full price. Or something like that. Like, you don't even have to say what currency you did. Greeting me was the usual scene. An empty living room and a kitchen still littered with plates from previous nights. I take note of the lack of movement coming from the door pile lately and start to worry about the possible mouse corpse. I throw my bag onto the couch and head upstairs to change out of my uniform. Also, thank you to the 122 people who are apparently here watching this stream. Jesus Christ. I was not expecting this many people to show up. Hello, I am Zero. Follow if you like this. I'm really bad at promoting myself. The base of my chair creaks as I lean my weight towards the back. I sit down, staring at my cluttered desktop. However, I start to find myself drawn back to Sayori's words from earlier. I really have no friends, huh? He just has the realization. He's like, you know, I'm kind of lonely. I didn't think about this. It seems ridiculous for me, of all people, to be caught up on not having friends. So far, it's been a much better investment to keep out of the social circles of kids my age. But I can't quite erase this feeling in the pit of my heart. Whatever. Leaning forward and clicking on some shortcut on my desktop, I decide to distract myself. Before long, I'm completely absorbed in my usual affairs. Not that big of a deal. Oh, so he thinks. Hey, it's this song. Dun, 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 dun. Just I didn't realize most of the mods that have MC not having many friends besides the Dokis. Yeah, not many mods give MC any other friends. I think it's because it would require like custom sprites, which do exist, obviously. But yeah, it's just I guess no one's really thought about it. The next day at school was the same as the one before it. Sayori wouldn't be walking with me, as she was apparently busy looking for recruits. As I step into the hall, I catch a bit of two girls' conversation.
You see that video of the girls campaign during lunchtime? The one with the girl in a bear costume? Yeah, I was actually there during her lunch. Really? Yeah, so get this. I'm just sitting there, talking to people. Then this chick just steps up on a table, full bear costume, starts yelling about some club.
Bear club? I want to be in a bear. What is this bear club? I actually don't know if I want to be in the bear club. I'm kind of scared. Wait, bear cop. Oh God, is that Sayori? Oh God. And begin to worry immensely about her tactics. Pulling out my phone, I text her come to my house after school so we can discuss her progress. I didn't think about that being Sayori. I was like, oh yeah, I guess other clubs in this school exist. So I was like, you know, somebody's probably just doing that, someone crazy. And then I'm just like, oh God, wait, Sayori has to recruit people. Oh no. Sayori, no. Not the bear outfit. While I'm at it, I begin to scroll mindlessly through a forum board as I make my way home. A small group of leftover students walk past me, and I catch a small bit of their conversation. Nah, Kamiko wasn't with us at all Friday. I think she was hanging out with that new boyfriend of hers.
Really? But she said she was when I texted her last.
Huh. Distracted, I end up smacking my head into a wall, which snaps me back to reality. I also find that I've locked myself into the other half of the school.
How the...
This airheaded nature seems to have rubbed off on me slightly. I hope it's curable. Turning around, I start to make my way to the front entrance. To my left, I catch a glimpse of the library and stop in my tracks. The words from last night return to me, and they seem to cut even deeper than before. Before I realize it, I'm sliding open the door. Place my belongings near a chair and look around the room to see if anyone's here. It won't take me long to find no signs of people, and my slight excitement flickers away. Unfortunately, the bit in my chest didn't go with it. Oh fuck, no! I skipped. I wonder if reading can distract me long enough. The shelves are littered with tons of books from famous authors. Among them, I find one titled David and Goliath. I'm not too sure what it is, but I'm fairly sure I've heard the name before, so I grab it. Same, I don't remember what... Oh no, wait! I think I do remember what David and Goliath's about, because I'm pretty sure Bug told me about David and the Goliath. Wait, did you just skip what he said? Once sat down, I opened the pages and begin to read. I'm so bored. This book seems to be nothing but extravagant words and case studies. It feels like a book. It feels like a book and feels less like a book and more like a persuasive essay for English. Closing the book, I sigh to myself in frustration. Something like this won't be able to pull me out my funk. I'll just go home and read some trash moe manga. After returning the book, I reach for my bag and notice something impressive. There's been a girl in front of me this whole time. Yeah, we figured it was Yuri was gonna be here. Even the chat was like, Yuri's coming, Yuri incoming, Yuri time. Everyone was guessing that Yuri was gonna be here. Oh my god, a sprite! Oh my god, we found somebody. Oh good, starting to look like fruits. Am I losing it? I didn't see this chick at all. The girl doesn't seem to have noticed me either. She is deeply engrossed in her book. Oh, she must be one of those unimpressive people, like me. That kind of just don't stand out at all. But looking at her, her long hair flows down past her cheek and over the chair behind her, and her eyes are a deep violet. She seems to radiate an aura of maturity and tranquility. I can make out the faint scent of lavender as well. Her beauty is almost overwhelming, which makes it even more odd that I didn't notice her until now. Being so enraptured, I look over another prominent feature. Her chin? Her chin. She has a very nice chin. That's what he means. Her chin. She's been staring at me. And I've been staring back. Saying nothing. At all. What am I doing? Just looking at her silently. How long have I been doing this? I must want to total creep. Oh, kill me now! An endless amount of panic flushes throughout every single vein of my body and overwhelms even my smallest of motor functions, keeping me from looking away or even apologizing. When I watch, her expression changes from confusion to embarrassment, then to slight fear. Her mouth slowly parts, and she speaks up.
Excuse me, but is there something you need from me?
Come on, say something! Just burst out anything! You
Me?
have gigantic breasts. Well, he said something. God damn it. The girl's face quickly flares up as she begins looking around hastily before reaching for her bag. She stuffs her book into it hastily and quickly makes her way to the door.
I'm sorry, but I need to go.
With a ferocious amount of energy, she swings open the door and runs out to the hallway, leaving me in the quiet, empty library. The world around me slowly starts to spin, and I can feel the full force of gravity being exerted on my body. The combined embarrassment and anxiety caused me to send a sudden burst of weight towards the back of my chair. As a result, I have fallen onto my back. The floor is nice. I think I'll live here forever. I mean, what things do floors have to worry about? People stepping on them. Those are the problems they have to worry about. This MC feels like the MC from like a fucking like, I don't know how to explain those animes. Monica, she packed bug. Does this also happen to be based on a true story? He feels like he feels like an MC from like, I don't know what the type of animes are called. Horror manga. Thank you, Bug. That's what it is. He feels like an MC from a horror manga. But that's what makes him entertaining to watch. Being stepped on? Getting dirty? I can do all that. Of course you can. Yes, hello. I am Floor-san. I feel as if I've lost a part of myself today. Well, our MC's a floor now. I guess if I have to refer to this MC, he is Floor-kun. It's alright, we have Fruits MC. We have Simp MC from True Reality. And now we have Floor MC. He is perfect. Before Momentum started as a comedy mall with heavy harem elements. I can tell. I'd say it took me around 10 minutes before I mustered up the courage to go home. I got bored of that halfway through episode 1. This bug just decided to change it. Once at home, I silently crawled into bed and screamed into my pillow, cursing myself and my lack of social prowess for a solid hour. Then it took me another 30 minutes before I was able to conjure up the determination to leave my bed. But I've pulled through and sat myself in my computer chair. Turning on my monitor shows I fell asleep in the middle of a chapter. Right, I was reading this. As I briefly read over the page on screen, I realized I had completely forgotten the plotline. Scrolling up, I try to remind myself before I continue on. As I'm doing such, a certain page catches my eye. Ooh. On it, a girl is dressed scantily and is attempting to subtly cover the exposed parts of her skin while also trying to pull off a confident smile, all with a huge blush on her face. I think I'm starting to like this series. All of a sudden, oh god! All of a sudden, a chill runs down my spine as if a malevolent spirit is slowly approaching.
Hey, I came over just like you asked.
Yeah, that sounds about right. From behind me, the door to my room swings open and reveals to me Sayori's bright radiance. A loud smack of the door against my wall causes me to jump out of my seat and be reunited with the floor. Hello, Sayori.
What are you doing on the floor?
Well, I just decided to become a plank of wood when you walked in.
I think you need to be skinnier to be a plank of wood.
Harsh words aside, thank you for this enlightenment. Now can you help me up?
Alright, here.
Sayori bends down and extends her hand toward me. As I try to grab a hold of her, though, her gaze quickly turns up towards my monitor and her hands move out of my reach. Her entire body seems to freeze for a few seconds, and some beads of sweat run down my forehead once I remember what's currently in focus. I can explain. Sayori reaches into her pocket and pulls out her phone.
911, what's your emergency? Yes, hello? I think my friend might be a pedophile.
Oh no! Knock it off.
No, it's just... I found some photos on his computer and... Hey, stop that! I don't need a police raid at my house!
I quickly reach for her phone and attempt to pry it out of her hand. The operator on the other side was probably extremely worried since there was so much yelling, but I managed to convince them that it was just a prank call. After being lectured by them, I found my way back into my computer chair, and Sayori's gotten her place on my bed. I closed my tabs and spin around to face her. So why exactly did you feel the need to storm in here and threaten my public record?
Hey, I only planned on the first thing. I didn't expect to learn that you're into 5th graders.
I'm not. Plus, she's 17, and not real.
I don't think others will see it the same way. Oh, well that's not important. You said you wanted to discuss my recruiting tic-tacs?
Tactics. Yeah, I forgot I invited you over. So, how's it going? Any takers?
Actually, yes. I got one person to agree to join.
Did the bear work on Natsuki? Really? So bear recruitment is effective.
What? Bear recruitment?
Okay, that wasn't her. Okay, good. That wasn't her. Yeah, you went around in a bear costume and gave speeches, right?
What? I never used a bear costume. I just went around and asked like normal. Why would I use a bear costume?
Wait, if the bear wasn't her, what poor club has their own Sayori? What poor club? Oh no. So now it is back to what I thought before. Oh, that poor club that has a bear person. I shake my head and try to drop the subject entirely from my mind. Never mind. What'd you end up getting? Oh, fuck, no.
That's a secret.
So you plan on gloating, huh?
What? No! It ruined the surprise if I told you.
Surprise? Well, alright. Knowing Sayori, it really wouldn't be too shocking if the surprise ended up being that they didn't even exist. But looking how excited she is, I have a feeling that's not the case. I'm definitely worried about it, though. Something tells me that I'll be lucky to be alive by the end of the week.
Oh, hey, did you hear that our school might have a pervert?
A pervert?
Yeah, I heard about it on the way home. Apparently some guy was staring this girl down in the library and tried to hit on her.
Oh! Oh no! I just realized that once Yuri joins, it's going to be very awkward between the two of them since Yuri thinks MC's some weird rapist. Yeah? Especially considering he's known as the school pervert.
Someone got a video of the whole thing.
There's another person there too? Sayori, you've taught me something important today.
Eh?
This world just hates me.
Hmm? Oh, Monica said that she's found someone.
That fast? Well, if the school idol asks something of you, I'm sure it'd be hard to turn her down.
Mm-hmm. You know what that means. Tomorrow, the Literature Club will have its first official meeting.
My excitement is unparalleled.
That's the spirit.
The school day ends as quickly as it began. Before I realized it, the final bell rang and Monica approached me and Sayori to remind us about our first meeting. So here I am, in front of the club room without my other half, waiting for Monica to unlock the door. As I was walking here, Sayori turned to me and said,
Alrighty, you get up to Monica. I'm going to get our new club member.
I can't help but feel a small bit of excitement in seeing who Sayori got, though. Not like I'll talk to them much.
Did you hear? Kazuya came back to school today. His face is totally messed up, though.
Yeah, I caught a glimpse of the scar in chemistry. Honestly, it's kind of cool looking. Oh, I'm glad to hear he's okay. To my side, I hear the unlocking of the club door, and out steps Monica, radiating her usual sense of grace.
Oh, you're already here. I just got done talking to our newest member.
This means I can finally meet them?
Mm-hmm. Here, step on in. We can start introductions while we wait.
Walking into the room, I catch a quick glance of Monica's bag, which appears to have something protruding out of it. However, what mostly catches my eye is the new member. Turning towards them, I'm met with...
Oh, it's you.
I'm getting tired of these constant punchlines. I can feel the sound of my heart beating, and my brain yells at me to run home and hide immediately. But Monica closes the door behind us, securing my one route of escape. What do you mean? There's the back door! We can always go to the back door! Hello, again. I managed to muster up a meek voice and wave. Monica chimes in quickly.
Oh, have you two already met? That makes introductions much quicker.
Well, we've only exchanged a few words in the past.
Then this is perfect. It's a chance to connect deeper with someone you've already been acquainted with. This is Yuri. I met her after school one day and asked if she was interested in joining our little club. It's nice to meet you.
Yuri slowly extends her hand to offer an awkward handshake, which I return hesitantly. Yeah, it is.
Would you mind telling me your name?
Oh, of course. My name is... Before I can finish, Monica jumps in.
This is my lovely assistant. You can refer to him as secretary or anything of the sort.
I have a real name, you...
Alright, I hope we get along, Mr. Secretary.
I feel like I'm being ignored. Oh, well, that's my name. I am now secretary. There we are. Oh, good. He's either floor MC or secretary. Monica giggles, amused with herself, while Yuri looks around, probably uncomfortable with running into the guy who stared her down.
Alright, well, before we get into club affairs, we shouldn't wait for Sayori to get back.
As Monica begins her speech, Sayori slams open the door, bringing with her the usual amount of energy. And a girl, she immediately heads towards Monica.
Hey, I'm here. Sorry if I'm late. I had to help her find her way here.
The girl behind Sayori quickly retorts with, in other words, she got lost.
What? I told you to keep that a secret!
Sayori, embarrassed of being exposed, pounces angrily at her friend. Monica completely ignores her though and walks over to greet the new face.
Hello, I'm Monica, and welcome to our club. I assume you're the girl who Sayori's been telling us about?
Yeah, I guess I am. Thanks for having me or something. The girl seems to be put off by Monica's beauty, as I am, and avoids staring at her directly, looking towards the ground.
Well, you came at a good time. We just finished our other introductions. Mind giving us your name?
The girl seems a little uncomfortable with all the eyes on her, but she quickly throws that embarrassment aside and looks towards us all.
Hey,
What?
do you have Parsec open?
Yes, why'd you sneak in so creepily?
I was like, hello, let me in.
Why did you sneak in like this?
What are you talking about?
Why are you whispering?
No one can know that I was never here.
You're like scaring me. You're like scaring
Oh, did I actually scare you?
Like, I don't know, like, kind of. Like,
You like jump a little bit, like, hey, like, here's some voice
No,
here.
I was just like, what the fuck? You're just like, hey. I was like, what? It's like, what the fuck? I was like, hi. It was very terrifying.
I bet it was.
Doki 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 Club. I see.
Oh, do you have I don't think I'm on the right monitor. Or unless I am.
Are you on the Streamlabs monitor?
Yeah.
Okay, that means you're on the wrong one. Hold up. But yeah, I guess
I
I'll
apologize.
I gotta talk about this while I'm getting Monica set up. Yeah, I had a feeling when I heard about Bugs Mod, I had a feeling it was gonna give like the same feeling I get from like Abridged and stuff. So I had not strange. I kind of had a feeling that a lot of people at the channel were going to like this mod, because I was like, it gives off the same vibes as Abridged does, except it's just telling its own custom story. And yeah, it does. I was like, I had a feeling like I think a lot of people will like this, and so it's nice to see that a lot of people are liking this.
I'm a sharpshooter. I post masquerade.